Hi, my name's Jonathan Hicks. I'm at the UK Games Expo 2019, and today I'm joined by...
Steve.
Mark.
And we just finished playing Century, A New World, which is the third in the Century series, and it's based on the original, obviously. So you have the familiar cubes here, and you're kind of upgrading them, so yellow's the weakest through to brown's like the most expensive, and you can store a certain amount of cubes. But essentially, you're trying to acquire cubes and convert them in to get points, which you're getting from cards. But in terms of how you play the game, it's like a worker placement game. So you have a bunch of little workers, little meeples here, and you're placing them on the board. So you can see I could place one worker here and get a red cube, or if I put three workers here, I'd get 2 red cubes. So there's a bunch of different spaces here where you can place to get the cubes. There's the familiar conversion ones. So you could place, if you convert 3 yellows to 3 reds here, for example. But if you want to use a spot where someone else has gone, let's say this person is here, then you can still go there. You'd have to use one more worker than normal. So I could use 2 workers, and that kicks off Mark's worker, which goes back to him. Now, at some point, obviously, you're going to run out of workers. So instead of taking your turn, a bit like the original, you can just take back all of your workers. You just remove them off the board, which then obviously makes it easier for other people to place their workers. Now, how do you get the points? Well, having converted your cubes, you're then trying to acquire the cards at the top. You can see there's the workers' placement spaces here. And again, you have to pay 1 more than if someone else, if they're there already. And you're paying the cubes, you can see here. And as well as getting the card, which is worth a certain amount of points, you're also potentially getting the bonus at the top. Now, there's a couple of different types here. There's like a one-off thing. You see the question mark here will remove some initially blocked spaces and also give you a bonus. There's like a set collection you can see with these cards I've collected here. So for certain combinations of these things, if you take the tiles when you take the card, you can have a maximum of 3 of these tiles. And you can see at the end of the game, I'm getting 3 points for every pair of hammers that I've got on my cards here. And then you're also getting potential bonuses when you buy the cards that will reduce the cost of this 1 fewer worker, for example. If I want to use a space with the plant pot, is that? And then 1 fewer worker for the bonus space. So you can kind of reduce and build your engine to a certain extent. Some will give you extra cubes when you go to certain spaces. But yeah, you're getting the cards which build your engine, as well as you're getting the points. Again, first player to 8 cards triggers the end of the game, and most points wins. What do we think?
My full thoughts, and no, it's good. I need to play it some more. I like to mix it with the other games to see how those work. But this is a solid game. I like worker placement anyway, so this is better than the second one, as good as the first, maybe better, but I need to play it more.
Steve?
Yeah, I agree with that. I actually think, based on my first play, I think I preferred this over all 3 from just one play. There's some interesting decisions. So the cards that give you discounts and bonuses for doing other things seem super strong. And other people got those early and they were able to kind of be more efficient, but the cards that give you extra workers are good as well. So basically I finished the game with 9 workers, and things like, well, that just gets me like 1 more turn or 2 more turns if I'm putting 3 down or something like that. But the longer it takes you between rounds, the more likely someone's going to bump one of your workers back to you, and your turn between resting per se is even longer the more workers. Every extra worker you have like that, an extra maybe 1 or 2 actions between it, because people are bumping your stuff back. So I ended up resting very little because I had a lot of workers and it helped me do it. As a one-off game, and the variability, this is good. I think they balanced the stuff well. The cards aren't worth as much points as the other ones. The other ones were worth 15, so I think maybe they've balanced these. Because they've got special abilities attached to them, you're not just getting this 4 points, you're also getting this 4 points and this ability for the rest of the game. So I like what they've done. It's a very nice fitting theme for the 3rd one in the series, and so far it's my favourite.
Okay, Mark?
Yeah, I also agree. Of the 3, I think this is my favourite so far. I will put the provision that Spice Road I didn't like as much as other people. I wasn't a spender. I think there's just a bit more to this. I like the fact that the abilities are linked directly to the cards you buy. In the second one, you're getting them on bonus tiles and stuff. I find it's just easier. It's all going to one place. Though I did notice by the fact that you can, by the time at the end of the game, you've got 8 of these cards. That's a lot of abilities to keep your track of from time to time. You'd have to keep going, oh, what symbols have I got? What am I getting my bonus meat from whatever? Other than that, yeah, it's all fun. It was all quick, easy to teach. I like the stress of please don't take that spot. I always like that in a game. That's a good sign of a good workplace game where there's somewhere I want to go, but I can see you can go there, but are you going to think about going somewhere else? Can I just nip in there quick enough? And you can see people's plans evolving as they go around. So yeah, I really like it.
Rating?
I'll give it an 8.
It accelerates better than the other games. Obviously, you're buying 8 cards instead of like 4 for the second one. And the reason it accelerates is because of the powers. The powers are great. I'd also give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay. Rating, Tom?
Oh, I'm saving my rating. I'm not spoiling it here. I need to play it more, but it's good.
Yeah, I think this is a really tricky one. Obviously, the advantage of the original is it's just so quick. As a kind of entry-level engine builder, it works really well. This one has quite a lot more complexity, and it does the whole worker placement thing fine. My issue is that because of the added complexity, if I want to play a worker placement game, there are other worker placement games I'd rather play for this weight of game. It is definitely a significant step up from the original. So,
Barely, and not true.
I think personally I would prefer the original, although obviously it depends on what you are going to go for. I think I'd be on a 7 out of 10. All right, thanks for watching. That was Century: A New World.